Good morning. Thanks for coming. Today we're going to talk about an incident that happened in the early morning hours of November 8th in the Ranchos. We're going to play a narrated video that has body cam footage, and then I'll take some questions that you may have once that's done being played. Ron?
Hello, I'm Under Sheriff Ron Elgus of the Douglas County Sheriff's Office in Nevada. This is a briefing of events and circumstances resulting in an officer-involved shooting that occurred in our jurisdiction during the morning hours of November 8th, 2024 on Short Court in Gardnerville, Nevada. Several critical events occurred prior to deputies from the Sheriff's Office contacting the suspect, John Brown, in a motor vehicle parked on the west side of Short Court. During the late evening hours of November 7th, 2024, Mr. Brown was at a residence in Gardnerville Ranchos, where he was involved in a physical altercation with the homeowner. Shortly after the altercation with the homeowner, Mr. Brown returned to his residence where he and his mother lived. Once at home, Mr. Brown was involved in a domestic battery with his mother. Mr. Brown told his mother he needed to leave the state because he killed someone. During this incident, Mr. Brown pointed a gun at his mother's head. A struggle occurred over the gun, and Mr. Brown's mother was knocked to the ground. Mr. Brown departed the residence and attempted to steal an unoccupied motor vehicle in a nearby parking lot with another juvenile male. The following is a part of the 911 call from Mr. Brown's mother.
My son just pulled a gun on me. Ouch.
Tell me exactly what happened?
I don't know what's going on with my son, but he just got home. He has a gun. He's hopping from his truck, and he's taking off. He's on drugs with his friend right now.
And you just resigned to have the gun? Is that what you said?
My son, I don't know if it's a real gun or if it's a fake one, but he's in a truck right now, and he's trying to steal it.
What direction is it?
Mr. Brown and the juvenile male exited the parked vehicle and ran to the car wash located on Pitt Road in Gardnerville, Nevada. Mr. Brown and the juvenile male approached a man standing near his running vehicle. Mr. Brown pointed a handgun at the vehicle owner, demanding the keys to the vehicle and his belongings. Mr. Brown advanced toward the vehicle owner while pointing the gun at him. The vehicle owner backed away. Mr. Brown entered the running vehicle and attempted to drive away, but it appeared he could not get the vehicle into gear. While still in possession of the gun, Mr. Brown and the juvenile male exited the vehicle and fled the area. The following is a portion of the same 911 call from Mr. Brown's mother.
What color is the truck?
I'm just silver, but he's running now.
Okay, which
They're running out of the truck now.
which way is he running?
Down Pitt Road with another kid.
Where's the gun at?
In his hand. I don't know if it's a real gun or not. I'm sorry, I had to fight him.
So you said you called. Tell me exactly what all happened.
I just got home. I was looking for my son. He's running down Pitt Road. Please, somebody pick him up.
Yeah, I got a bunch of help on the way here. We're just trying to figure out what's kind of all going on. So
I'm sorry, I'm out of breath right now.
what led to you fighting with him?
I wasn't fighting. I think he's on drugs. Oh my God, he's still in the front car at the car wash.
He's getting into a car at the car wash?
Yeah. He's still in the car at the car wash. He's still in the car at the car wash.
Is it like is he carjacking?
Yes. Right now, hurry.
Yeah, so I got a bunch of help on the way, okay? Like I said,
Please hurry.
they're getting
I my son's not home.
We've got a bunch of help on the way. They're getting there as fast as they can. They have some information to help the deputies know what's going on and help them try to look at it.
Okay.
What color was the gun that he had in hand?
It was like beige.
And was it like a handgun or a long gun?
A handgun. I don't know if it's real or not. I don't know where he got it.
Does anyone need medical attention?
Deputies established a perimeter, began a neighborhood canvass, and utilized a drone in an attempt to locate both suspects. Deputies were unable to locate Mr. Brown or the other juvenile at that time. Due to the nature and severity of the crimes that occurred, investigative and administrative personnel responded to assist. The crimes that occurred included battery, domestic battery, robbery with a deadly weapon, assault with a deadly weapon, and attempted grand larceny of a motor vehicle. On November 8th, 2024, at approximately 1:52 a.m., deputies located Mr. Brown sitting in a parked vehicle on shortboard. Deputies noted Mr. Brown had a gun positioned on his lap with both hands at his side. Deputies gave verbal commands to Mr. Brown to put his hands in the air and not to reach for the gun, or they would use deadly force. Mr. Brown complied with this order. A deputy moved towards the open car door to remove Mr. Brown and the gun. Mr. Brown grabbed the gun and raised it towards the deputy. Deputies used deadly force in response to Mr. Brown's actions. The following is body-worn camera footage of deputies involved showing these events.
Pretty stable, the short call. One starting to cut through cover. No other gun. Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Put your fucking hands up! Put your fucking hands up! Put your hands up now! Non-compliance, non-compliance. He's got his hand on the gun. Let me see your fucking hands! Put your fucking hands up now! Show me your fucking hands! Hands up! Put your fucking hands up! Put your fucking hands up now! Higher! When you reach for that gun, I'm gonna shoot you. Do you understand? His gun on his lap, hands out.
Coming in front of you.
Okay.
Reach for that gun, you're gonna get shot, dude.
The events and circumstances leading up to the shooting are currently under investigation by the Carson City Sheriff's Office and the Nevada State Police as part of a regional protocol. Mr. Brown was pronounced deceased at the scene of the shooting. The investigation revealed the firearm Mr. Brown grabbed while in the vehicle was a pellet gun. The pellet gun was an exact replica of a 6-hour P320 as displayed here. During the incident, a Douglas County Sheriff's Office deputy suffered a wound to his left hand. The injury was sustained during gunfire that did not originate from the suspect. The injured deputy was transported to Renown Medical Center in Reno and then flown by helicopter to a hand specialist in San Francisco. The injured deputy underwent successful surgery and is now back home with his family.
All right. Any questions?
Sheriff, I understand that Mr. Brown was an Aspire student. Is that accurate?
Yes.
There's been kind of a couple episodes involving Aspire students in the last couple of months. If you recall the student that was that caught fire. Is there something that the Sheriff's Office can do to maybe talk to those folks and help out or something? Maybe give them some help?
So we're in constant contact with the school district. Our school resource officers work at Aspire, and I've had several conversations with the superintendent, and so we're aware of these incidents. I think it's none of them are related to each other, and so we're providing all the information and resources that we can to assist in any way. So I think it's just kind of an unfortunate series of events that aren't connected.
Okay. Was his mother seriously injured? Did she end up going for treatment?
She was not. She was knocked down but not injured at all, and did not receive any medical treatment.
Is that true for the other people that were involved, like the guy who had the gun pointed at him when he tried to carjack him?
Yes, no one was injured except for Mr. Brown, who was shot fatally, and then my deputy that was hit in the hand.
Do you know what the status is of was it a 16-year-old that was with him? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head.
There was another male juvenile that was with Mr. Brown, and yes, he was 16.
He clearly wasn't in the car, though. Was he? I didn't see him in the video, so I'm just asking.
I think he got into the vehicle for a short period of time and then quickly got out. And if you can see at the top of the video towards the hood of the car, you can see him running in a different direction.
Okay. That's all I got, gentlemen. You better fire up if you got some.
What is the status of the 16-year-old juvenile who was somewhat involved?
He's currently in custody in our juvenile detention facility, waiting court.
Was there crime history around Mr. Brown? If so, could you please explain?
We had 18 contacts with Mr. Brown prior to the one that night for various natures, all when he was a juvenile.
Could you go into detail about those various natures of contacts?
They were ranged from some drug charges, some domestics, and different things like that. Nothing major, nothing super significant.
Was there any indicia of drug use on him at the time? I know his mother was saying she thought he was on drugs. Do you have anything on that? Or?
Not that I know of, and the Carson City Sheriff's Office is handling that portion of the investigation, and we have not received their completed investigation report.
Do you have a message to other people in the community who are finding pellet guns that are so similar to real guns?
Nevada law states that if you use an object as if it is a firearm and it looks like a firearm, and a reasonable person would interpret that to be a firearm, then the law looks at it as if you were armed with a firearm. So the fact that the gun turned out to be not an actual firearm doesn't have a lot of relevance as far as the severity of the crime and what would have been charged. We only are able to react to what we know at the time, and the deputies, the mother, the man at the car wash, and the deputies on scene felt that it was a handgun, a real gun, and so we can only react and act on the information that we have at the time.
What is the current status of the deputy who was involved in the shooting?
So we had surgery. He's since had a follow-up appointment with the doctor. His hand seems to be mending well. He's got several more surgeries in his future, but we're optimistic that he will be able to recover and get back to work.
Is everybody back on duty from the who was involved in the shooting?
They are, with the exception of the deputy that was injured.
Was the deputy injured by a bullet or glass? Do you guys know those details?
He was injured by a bullet that was fired from another deputy.
Ricochet, Sheriff, do you think?
We don't think so.
Okay.
How many officer-involved shootings have you had this year?
This year, one.
This is the only one?
Yes.
I'm good on mine. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you, Sheriff.